This instructions on how to install the Exile multi-purpose amplifier bracket for the XP1000. This bracket is unique because it gives you dedicated mounting positions for all three of our amplifiers that you typically would put into a side-by-side. Other benefit of this bracket is there's no drilling required into the vehicle to be able to put it in. So to start, we've got these two 10mm bolts right here that we need to loosen up and give it enough room to be able to slide these two grooves on the bracket down over the top of it. So you don't need much, maybe 1/4 of an inch of gap, even less than that, maybe 1/8 of an inch. And then this is going to slide right down in. If you look down through the Exile logo or underneath, you can see if you're threaded onto those bolts or not. There it goes. Once it drops into place, it's a perfect glove fit. So over here, you're going to be mounting this up against that wall with those two 10mm. On the top right here, we've got another 10mm bolt that we're going to disconnect. All right, next step is once you get this 10mm bolt off of here, included in the kit is this little bracket. This bracket is going to lay down over the top of that. You're actually going to screw that back down in, and that's what is going to hold the bracket in place from this side. Now don't screw this all the way down yet, because now that these bolts are threaded through on the bracket, you've got to be able to reach in from underneath over here, reach up in here and tighten those bolts back on. And that will snug it up into place. Okay, once you have that fixed in place, it feels like it's up against there, then you come back and you tighten this bracket down. That gives you a nice tight fit. That amplifier isn't going anywhere. To finish up our amp bracket install, we need to add a spacer on this screw right here. If you notice, these bolts stick out pretty far, and when the amplifier mounts, it gets really close to this bolt. So we include a spacer that comes with the kit that allows you to space that bolt back a little ways. So simply remove this connector here with your T45 bit, put the spacer on there, and then screw it back into place. And that will give you enough clearance here for the amplifier to mount, and you don't have to worry about it rubbing up against your amplifier. So now we have our bracket in place, we have our power wire here, we're ready to go. Next step is to install your amplifier. So there's 3 different mounting positions here. We're going to be installing a Javelin, which is our 5-channel amplifier, into this vehicle. So you can just slide the amp up in here. You'll notice that the holes line up perfectly for each of the amplifier mounting positions. So you take the 832 bolts that are included with it and screw your amplifier down into each individual position.